Take 10,000. Hi guys, it's me, Lilica. I'm just coming online tonight to talk about music as I have been for the past couple of weeks. Um, I'm still new to this. I had 50 subscribers, but it went back down to 49, which that's okay because I know it's not something for everyone. But um, as I do it, I'll get better. And I'm just learning as I go. Hopefully, I'll learn quickly. And hopefully, you'll have the tolerance level to bear with me as I go through this learning process. Um, Also, I want to talk about, um, you know, how the editing is and everything. And, I've posted my videos pretty just, I recorded them and I felt confident about it. And I just said, screw it, I'm going to just do it. And I know maybe some of you might think that it's really, really raw. And yeah, it is. But I feel like it gives it an authenticity because it's not like I rehearsed anything because I didn't. And I I would like to say that I could rehearse something, and I'm sure if I was going to have to give a speech somewhere I would rehearse. But to talk about music is just such a pleasure to me that I don't want to rehearse it because I want you to know how I feel about it realistically. And I'm writing my own reviews and I'm summarizing them and trying to break it down more simply for a video format. But I'm putting together a book that will talk about these things more in depth. Um, I have no idea who will be interested in that, but I'm just doing it because I've decided to just go for it for all the things in life. I'm just going for it. Fuck it. What do I have to lose, right? Except my mind. Just kidding. I never had it in the first place. Just kidding. It's always been there. Anyway, so the first song on the album is Hong Kong Garden. Um, it's a song that features a catchy poppy sound with a Chinese undertone, the way the little melody starts out and everything. But despite its cute exterior, it hides a deeper commentary on the treatment of the commoners uh, in China at the time that that single was released. So things have changed a lot, um, and so it's kind of interesting to look at how things were and compare it to today. Some things are better and some things are not better, but they're all different, just like how everything is, right? It never stays the same, it always changes. Um, the next song is Mirage. Um, it's an energetic, fast paced track that uses vivid imagery to encourage the listener to look at more life more deeply. And when I say that, I mean like it it's describing unreal pictures in a way that makes them realistically unreal, which I know it's kind of weird, but I could picture the mirages in my mind. And the way she sings about her limbs being like palm trees swaying in the breeze. I really like that part because it makes me want to dance and it seems like it's fun, like in the desert, having a good time, getting wild. But I don't think that's what it's about. I think it has a deeper meaning, but I still just like it like that. And then the staircase mystery is the next song, and it's a dark and eerie, deliberate sounding song. Um, it has a cinematic, mysterious atmosphere about it. She talks about the staircase, and it reminds me of the staircase mystery movie, or the spiral staircase movie. And I mean, what I learned from that is to always pay attention to what's going on around you. But that's pretty much been the most important lesson I learned about life so far. Pay attention to what's going on around you so you can stay safe out there. And I think the staircase mystery song is a perfect example of why you need to pay attention, because you could end up in the graveyard if you fell down those stairs accidentally. Anyway, the next song is Playground Twist. And it's interesting because it describes a play yard and it sounds like it's fun, but it also portrays the darkness of the playground and how children can be brutal and mean to each other. And I think that it's an interesting song because it can be used as a prompt for parents to empathize with the struggles their children face in the schoolyard, as well as you know, how to teach them to, you know, not just look out for themselves and stick up for themselves, but to also be empathetic and kind to others, and not be little dicks out there in the world. Because if there's anything we need less of, it's a lot of jerks running around making more jerks. We need to, like, get along on the playground. So that song is what that's about, and that's how I feel about it. And it's really good. The way that it sounds is epic. And then Love in a Void, that's a really good song too. It's the last song on side A if you had it on cassette or vinyl. And it's a guitar heavy track. And it talks about, you know, being blocked. I'd say being pushed aside and feeling like you can't connect to other people. And I think it draws attention to that it's hard to find depth in other people and put your heart out there and trust, because a shallow love isn't what's important. It's connecting with someone, and clarifying your true desires to yourself. After that, on the other side of the tape is Happy House. It's kind of a melodic, slightly unhinged song, and it feels like a dream or a delusion to me. It reminds me of the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, you know, because everything goes over there and nobody's really on the level, but they're all on some level somewhere, and that's how life is, and that's how these interactions are. And I feel like it just is a song that indicates that nothing is as it seems. Christine is after that song, and Christine is so good. It's got really moody guitars, and Siouxsie just talks about Christine and her struggles trying to survive with a mental challenge because of her mental stability, and she has multiple personalities, and she's trying to survive, but she's falling apart. And I think that we all feel that we could relate to her sometimes, and other times we can feel empathy for her because we know that that's really happening in the world. And they sang it in a really great way. It was a radio hit for a good reason, because it sounded great. And then Israel is a really good song. I like it because it I think it's kind of like a cynical look at Christmas, if you want to be honest, talking about the little orphans in the snow, um, with nowhere to go home or where to call home. Honestly, over my life, I haven't always read lyrics. I kind of figured them out. Um, but she talks about, um, you know, the princes and the kings and she mentions turning, water into wine or something. I don't know. You got to listen to it. It's really good. Um, some people have indicated that it's political or religious, and the band has denied that. So I'm going to just put it on my Christmas list or my Christmas comp now because it's got little jingle bells in there, and I like that. And then Spellbound is the second to last track, and it's an upbeat hypnotic song featuring prominent tambourines, which I like random exciting instruments and hand claps. Like, I feel like the more creative it is, within reason, it can lend to more, I don't know, more fun, more interesting sounds. Um, So it's got some tambourines, and honestly, when I hear Spellbound, I feel like I want to spin around in a circle like Linda Carter on Wonder Woman and fly off into the air. Even though Wonder Woman didn't fly, but she had an invisible jet that she did fly. But, she could spin around and then she could FSU, if you know what I mean. And so I feel like I don't know. I like it. Spellbound's really good. It's got a magical feeling, and it's like the wonder of childhood and dancing and dreaming and imagining and what wishes are made of, I guess, kind of. And it's just got like a dreamy atmosphere, but not like a slow dream, like an exciting dream. And then the last track on this album is Arabian Nights. Um, This track is a thought provoking track. It touches on oppression and stereotypes. Um, and as I was reviewing this, I did, look over what people thought these songs meant other than what I think. And some people had strong opinions about this song and about the band. Um, but for me personally, I feel like when art strikes a nerve in you, even if it's not necessarily a nerve that feels good, it's done its job because it's provoked a thought or a feeling inside of you that's different than you had before you had encountered it. And, then it's your job to process that feeling and hopefully grow from it. And I feel like Arabian Nights is that kind of song. So you would need to listen to it and take it or leave it, however you like. So, I mean, I guess for me, this whole album in sum is kind of like I don't know, it's like a call to look at the world through more eyes than just the ones you see with, and to look beyond the surface of what's going on around you. And you know, be happy that you're doing good because it could get real crazy out there. All right, so that's the end of my conversation about the record. Um, I'm still figuring out how to even discuss these things, and where I want to go with it. And I know I want to share about myself, but I also want to learn about you guys. I really appreciate if you've watched this far or if you've even just checked out my videos. I mean, I'm just doing it. And I'm going to do the best I can. And, you know, hopefully I'll get better. And hopefully you'll get to see that happen. But I'm working on consistency. And maybe I can't do it 2:30, but it's still Sunday, babies. And I'm doing my thing. So I love you guys. I hope you have the best week ever. I appreciate you for watching. And I hope to hear about your experiences with Siouxsie and the Banshees and how much you love them. Because, or if you don't love them, you could tell me that too. But I can't comprehend that personally. Anyways, stay blessed out there, stay strong, and be kind to each other. And I love you all. Cheers.